Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's take a walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks for stopping by, I do appreciate it. Today's beer, we're going to start off with the Alpine beers. This is their Duet. Their little card that they sent. Here says, Duet all night long. Elevated West Coast style IPA. And then they say Rate Beer has it at 99. Toot that horn. Toot toot. I don't blame them, I would too. Pine, citrus, and cedar notes from a blend of Simcoe and Amarillo hops. Two excellent hops there, guys. IPA coming in at 7% ABV and 41 IBUs. So a lot lower IBUs than the one we did yesterday that had 96 and a 7% on top of that. So this one should be a whole lot less bitter than that one that we had yesterday. So Alpine Beer Company out of California. And the description here on Untapped is exactly basically what I read up here. On the back of the can it says, founded as a small town brewery with a passion for great beer and a thirst for adventure, Alpine Beer Company has been crafting high quality ales since 1999, known as the home of pure hoppiness. People have traveled from near and far to get a hold of our special brews. Now you can bring home a little taste of hoppiness from Alpine. And there's the government warning in here. It's Fort Collins, Colorado. So on the bottom, Best Buy 11/24/22. 11/24. That's next week, and they just sent me these beers last week. So they sent me beers that expiring within a week or two or three. So it's amazing, man. I guess I just need to empty the damn closet, you know. I don't know. Anyway, let's get it in the glass, guys. As far as I'm concerned, you know, a lot of these beers are more in the, like Sweetwater, it's more the mainstream, transitional style beers to me. Great beers to get into craft beer. Superb, excellent beers to get into craft beer. But they can't hold a candle to the ones that are doing these styles at the top of their game. But again, they will do, no doubt. No doubt, especially if you don't live in those places that produce those world-class beers, that don't distribute it, and you don't have friends or people that will send them to you or trade them to you. Just a little bit more than a finger of head on that one, guys. And it has a slight haze to it, but I can still see light through the bottom of the glass there. That's a decent looking IPA. I'd prefer it. Now, it didn't used to be this way. I mean, if it was cloudy like that or hazy when I first started doing craft beer reviews, I wasn't a fan of that. But now, that's just taste. All that haziness in there, that's taste. Alright guys, good looking beer. What do you think? To the nose we go. Well, I got all hyped up, but it's got a little more maltiness to it than I want in my IPA. But again, it's at the end of its shelf life. And what shelf life have they given it? 3, 4, 5 more months? I mean, seems to me that they wouldn't send beers that's getting ready to expire off their shelf life for somebody to review them. But I'm not in charge of that. Kind of malty, a little bit of pine citrus, but for Amarillo and Simcoe, yeah. Cheers. I don't know, guys. I mean, if they're giving this beer longer than 3 months, 4, 5, 6 months, it's a little too malty for my taste. That's where I'm just going to leave that. Whether that's the way they intended it to be and it's going to taste this way fresh, or it's lost a lot of its hops if they've given it longer than a 3-month shelf life. So, here's what it is, guys. Not impressed right now. Decent, but not as decent as the one I had yesterday. So, probably going to go against the grade on this one just a little bit for what I am reviewing in front of me. Again, if it had been fresher, it may have got a different grade or whatever by the time I finish it up. But I'm just saying, for what I'm tasting right now, it's a little too malty for something with those hops in it. I just think this would have probably been a little tastier, fresher. So, I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. Got just a little bit left here. A little tiny bit of lacing is left on the glass. Not a whole lot. Again, I think it's probably going to be a little tastier, a little hoppier by what people are commenting and saying about this beer and the overall grade this beer has. So I think this one is at the end of its shelf life, guys. So not super impressed. Final chug. Too malty for my taste. It's just, it had a nice balance to start off with, but the end of it, it's just too malty for me. Not enough hops for this hop head. Anyway, and again, with what I've read about the beer and what people are saying and commenting about the beer, a lot of people really like this beer and say it has a nice hop presence, which I am not getting. So, again, need that canned on each of these silly ass Best Buy dates. I just don't like them. I don't. Because they can give whatever shelf life they want to the beer and you don't know. So, give me the canned on date. If you want to give me a Best Buy, you can do that too. But I want to know when it's put in there. It's a B for me, guys. 85. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 96. Again, that's why I'm saying this. And over to Untappd, they have it at 3.96. So, but they've been doing this beer for a long, long, long time, guys. I mean, Untappd has over 130,000 ratings, so long time. They've been doing this beer for a long time. So I think for them to be doing this beer that long, and for me to have one this malty, I think it's at the end of its prime. So maybe I'll be able to get my hands on something a little fresher. I would be curious to see if a fresh version of this impresses me any more than this one that's supposed to expire next week. So, if you've had Duet and you thought it was impressive, especially this year, let me know what you think, guys. Until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.